Welcome back to the Credible Dev YouTube channel. Today I want to talk to you about LanguageTool. It's a grammar and language tool very similar to Grammarly. I've used Grammarly a lot in the past, not as much recently, but I do still use it occasionally for my blog. Generally, I'll copy and paste my text into their website and use it that way, not really using their extensions or any other add-ins with other tools like writing software like Word, Libre Office, whatever. Not really using it that way, more of just copy and pasting, but I'd heard a lot about LanguageTool, a lot of good things, so I wanted to try it out myself, and today I want to talk to you about my experience with it so far. Before we get into that, I just want to say thank you to all the new subscribers. We finally hit over 1,000. I appreciate each and every one of you, and you liking and subscribing to my channel. I really do appreciate it. So let's go ahead and jump into the video today and talk about LanguageTool. So as you can see here, I'm on their website. And I'm going to use the same sentence of text on different applications, so I can show you some of the inconsistencies that I saw with it that made it a little aggravating. And I was expecting a lot more for it, but I'm hoping that I was actually just doing something wrong, and you guys will let me know down in the comments below. So I look forward to seeing the comments down there from you who have used LanguageTool. Maybe you have some advice for me to give me a better experience with using it. So let me go ahead and show you here on their website. They have an editor here that you can use for free. Don't need to log in or anything like that. You can just copy and paste or type your text in here, and it'll give you the suggestions for grammar and spelling type errors. So we'll paste the sentence in here. Take it just a second. We can see that it gives us the underline like you see in a lot of other applications or tools like this, suggesting that we need to make some changes here. And you can view the changes over here on the right, or you can just click on these and it'll give you the updates that you need to make here. So we can click on all these and we can make the edits. Very easy to use. Again, you don't have to sign up or anything to use this. They do have a bigger editor, more like the Grammarly one, like a fully featured editor. And this is what it looks like. And to use this, you do need to sign up for an account. So we can paste in that same line of text here, and we get the same edits, similar interface to what we saw over here on the right. We see the changes that need to be made, or the errors that are being found. We can click on them and we can make the changes. Pretty easy, right? So where things get kind of weird is when you look at other applications. So if we put the same text into Thunderbird, they offer an extension for Thunderbird, which I actually like this extension. The problem is you can see that it didn't highlight everything the same way. And their editor on both the front page of the site and the full editor, it highlighted the first 3 words for us to change. And in this instance, it does not. It only highlights the second, third, and then the last 2 words. But nonetheless, we can click on these and change it. And there we go. But the sentence still isn't right. Do this LanguageTool not work at all? It do not. I would expect more from this, so I wouldn't really count on this catching absolutely everything. And just for comparison, if we go over to Grammarly and we paste in the same sentence, let's see what it gives us. I saw some inconsistencies here too, which I hadn't used Grammarly a lot lately. I don't know if it's just me or what, but their website seems to be acting kind of weird. You can see over here on the right that it's not loading fully. And when I click on these, again, it's not wanting to act right. So maybe all of the tools are just kind of weird like this. I'll refresh the page. And we click on this, and it wants me to change those. We'll change that, and we'll change the last word. And let's see if it picks up that this sentence still doesn't sound right. It does not. Now we're getting this one. Now we're getting that one. So finally, it fixed it. So, I mean, at least Grammarly finally gets it right, but it didn't do as good of a job as the LanguageTool did when we used their web-based editor. So in that case, in this particular sentence, it seems like LanguageTool does a better job so long as you're using their online version of the tool and not depending on something like the add-in that comes with Thunderbird. Things get a little worse, I think, when you go to Libre Office. So if we paste that same sentence in, we can see that it highlights second and third word, and the last two very similar to Thunderbird. So we can right click on these sometimes. Sometimes it doesn't work very well. And it gives you this. That's not great. Like, I would have expected something that was more along the lines of what we saw in Thunderbird, where you get, like, you can just click on it and you get the drop down suggestion, but it doesn't really work like that. Doesn't really work like that here, which is kind of sad to see. And it also doesn't pick up that this sentence still doesn't sound right. Now, how I turned it on in LibreOffice, according to their website directions, is you go to Tools, and then you go to Options, and you go to the Language Server tool, and you need to check this box. And because we're using the free version, we just leave this the same. This is already pre-filled for you. And then you go to Writing Aids, make sure you enable the Language tool, and then you check these two boxes here to make sure that it's checking spelling and grammar as you're typing. So that's what I did. They let me know if that's wrong or not. I just feel like the experience in LibreOffice is kind of sad in comparison to the other ways that I was showing you. There is a premium version of Language Tool. And if we click on this, we can kind of see the differences here. You can see it gives you more characters per text field. You get unlimited usage of the AI and a few other things. You also get the add-on for Google Docs, but I'll show you something about the Google Docs in just a second. And you get the add-in for Microsoft Word and a few other things here. So if you want to pay for the premium, maybe the experience is better there. If someone already has the premium, let us know down in the comments below if it's worth it or not. But if we go over to Google Docs, and if you install the extension, which let me go back to their homepage and scroll down here to the bottom, show you what all tools it works with. So you have all these different browser add-ons. I did install the Microsoft Edge one because I'm using Microsoft Edge, but you can see here the other Office type plugins. I tried the OpenOffice one. I couldn't get it to work at all. LibreOffice, I showed you that one. Microsoft Word and Google Docs, you only get that with the premium, which I don't have the premium. I didn't test it out in Gmail or Apple Mail because I only use those, but I did test it out in Thunderbird. So let's go ahead and jump back over here. So I have the extension installed. It's up here at the top right here. It's kind of a white icon, so you can't see it very well, but you can see this little icon here. And this is what I get whenever I installed the extension in Microsoft Edge. So I can use this in Google Docs. So if we paste that same sentence in here, we can see it doesn't highlight the first three words again. So different from their web-based tool that they have, but you do get you can just click on these and you get the suggestion that you need to make here. So that's nice. And again, it doesn't pick up that the sentence still doesn't sound right. Do this Language Tool not work at all? It do not. So, really, if I were to use this, and I think I probably will replace my usage of Grammarly with Language Tool, but it's probably going to be copy and pasting into their website and not relying so much on the add-ins or the options that you can use other tools like LibreOffice. I probably still will use this one in Thunderbird, just have it here. And just know that it's not going to catch everything, so you probably need to read these back to yourself, which you probably should be doing anyways. But just know it's not going to catch everything, which is kind of sad. But a Language Tool, in addition to you not having to sign up for an account, it is an open source tool, so you can check them out on GitHub, make pull requests, and you can open up issues and everything. So that's nice to be able to have some kind of voice or feedback into it, unlike with Grammarly where, it's more of a corporation, it's closed source, so you don't really have that ability with it. And you also can look through here or rely on other people who are looking through the source code to make sure they're not doing anything nefarious with collecting your data and things like that. And you can take that a step further by never signing up with the account and using a VPN. If you're super sketched about using the tool, you could use it that way as well. But really, that's all I got for you today. I just wanted to give you my feedback on the tool, my experience with it. Again, if you have suggestions about how I could use this better, leave a comment down below, your own experiences with it. Would love to hear from you. Thank you for checking out this video. If you like this content, like my channel, be sure to hit the like button and consider subscribing. I really do appreciate it. Hope everybody has a great day. Thanks.